this will be the fastest crypto video ever. However, I really wanted to shoot it down because I'm a bit angry. I would use the word angry from some of the tweets that I've seen today. Anyway, starting with CZ Binance saying, you do realize that the current part of the Bitcoin chart will be a flat line in a few years, right? And this is the previous bull market of 2014, and you can see how it looks now compared to the 2017. The next peak is going to dwarf this peak the same way that one dwarfed the previous bull market. I have no doubts about that. Moving on to the fact that now that we hit all-time high again for the first time since 2017 December, we passed it like $100. Of course, the New York Times start posting about it. Bitcoin hits new record, this time with less talk of a bubble. I haven't highlighted anything from the article. I have nothing to comment on the article except the fact that, as I've said numerous times, once we pass the all-time high, and this we're not there yet. Once we pass like 21k, 22k, 23k, 30k, then all the media is gonna go crazy, and then all the people who never showed any interest in Bitcoin, who have no idea what exactly is blockchain, what is proof of work, how does Bitcoin work, what does it mean that it has intrinsic value due to the fact that it's permissionless, it's decentralized, it's borderless. What does this mean? They have no idea. But when they hear that the price is $30,000, they will buy in. And this is when the real FOMO is going to begin. And this is when all of these fancy websites are going to write articles about it. Max Kaiser retweeting this funny gif where buy Bitcoin bitch, and it's Matt Kaiser swapping the bottom of Peter Schiff. And I'm showing this because, you know, it's funny and it's, you know, free speech. We're allowed to do that. We're allowed to tweet things like that. The only thing pretty much that we're not allowed to is anything that's illegal. And what would be illegal is, I don't know, like selling drugs or threatening someone for his life. That's quite, you know, not only inappropriate, but yeah, it's a criminal offense. However, this GIF, yeah, you know, it's funny, it's a joke. You might get offended, you might get a bit upset, but that's all right. You know, free speech and all. But then we move on to this lady here. And 3 years ago, when this young gentleman rose this sign saying buy a Bitcoin, the whole crypto community went crazy about it. It was national television. It was just glorious. And then move on to Christine Lagarde, or however you pronounce her name, and she tweets the following: congratulations to my friend Janet Yellen on her nomination as a US Treasury Secretary. Her intelligence, tenacity, and calm approach make Janet a trailblazer for women everywhere. I look forward to tackling yet again the global economic challenges we are facing together. Such an amazing tweet. I felt touched deep inside in an appropriate way. This gives me so much hopium that we have great leaders, amazing people who are to lead us in a bright future and together to, you know, leave a better planet, a better world, better conditions for our children. And then we'll go to Google. Who exactly is this lady? And she is, since 1st of November 2019, she's French, she's a politician and lawyer who is serving as the president of the European Central Bank. So she's the one that does this whenever we need a bit more money, a bit more fake money with no value behind it. She's age 64. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's experienced. And there is no people, I don't know, at the age of 30, 40, 50 who are competent. And this is why we need people who should already be, you know, just getting their pension, watching some telly, I don't know, if they're a bit richer, being on a cruise ship somewhere. But no, she's a career lady. She's not corrupt. She's not accepting millions under the table. It's not about that. She's a hard worker. And even in her 60s, she continues to work very hard to ensure that we have a better future through the work of her and her dear friend, Janet Yellen. And then we go to Morning Brew, who tweeted this tweet here. Janet Yellen joins Twitter and Bitcoin immediately hits an all-time high. Coincidence? I don't think so. Maybe Illuminati. That being said, you know what? Janet didn't have a Twitter account. Like, big deal. Not everyone has a Twitter account. But she decided to create one in order to be a bit more appealing to the general population, to the people who are under 55 years old or whatever and actually know how to use a cell phone with a touchscreen. I don't know. No offense to people who are over 55 years. And this lady, seeing that tweet, she quoted the tweet and she told him, I hate Bitcoin. Delete this or face the consequences. And she jokingly replies, we are just connecting the dots here. Like, you know, obviously you created a Twitter account and this is why Bitcoin pumped. And that was quick because now he is blocked by her. Okay then. Can you imagine? It's not about being blocked. That's absolutely fine. What is crazy to me, it's insane, and I'm a bit infuriated about it, is the fact that she says, I hate Bitcoin. Delete this. Because I said so. Do you even know who I am? Do you even know who you're talking to? Did you ask me for permission before you said and mentioned my name and you quote me on my tweet? Do you even know who I am? Like, holy shit, dude. Let's open her profile. She has one tweet so far. And the tweet is amazing. She says, we face great challenges as a country right now. To recover, we must restore the American dream. A society where each person can rise to the potential and dream even bigger for their children. As a Treasury Secretary, I will work every day towards rebuilding the dream for all. Don't you feel the hopium? Don't you feel like you're in a trusted hands? And this lady, to her last breath, will not work for the millions that are being paid to her through corruption, but will work to her last breath to serve you, the taxpayer, to do the best she can do for your interest. She is selfish. She is a servant of the public. She will do everything in her power to make your life better. Do you believe this? Because I don't. Here's a very interesting chart. Bitcoin price is on the left hand side, and here is the actual chart. And you can see at $7 how we had a nice pump here, and then some correction, and then we make a new all-time high, and then we make a big pump to $10, and then a big pump $20, $30, $40, $50, $100. And now the pump to $7, $8, $10, whatever it was, is dwarfed. And then we have a massive correction to $50 or $30. And then what the hell happened? The $100 chart gets dwarfed by the $1,000. And then Bitcoin dies. It's dead. For years on end, bear market. 300, 200, 300, 200. Bitcoin's on life support and it's dead and it will never recover again. And what is happening? Why is it $700 again? What is this an all-time high? All-time high? What is happening? 5 to what? 3, 4, 5. What? Wait, stop it. What happened with the previous all-time high? And then Bitcoin is dead again and it will never recover and it's just dead. and no one talks about it anymore. It's at $3,000. It's going down to zero. Peter Schiff was right all the time. We should buy gold. Gold is the future. Gold have been here for 5,000 years. Bitcoin will never again hit $1,000. Okay, maybe it hit $10,000. It will never hit $20,000. What the hit? Okay, that's it. Just, I don't know. Governments will ban Bitcoin. Venezuela is like, hold my beer. So a few pictures circled around, and now we have this clip showing how Venezuela that has crazy amount of inflation, and they are forcing their citizens to use their currency, and they crack down on anyone who is selling dollars. They want to leave their citizens unprotected from the inflation, to not be able to save any money. But the thing is that they cannot do that on an international level, and no one is taking their shit currency because it's worthless paper money. And now, in order to avoid US sanctions, in order to actually be able to do international trade, they start mining Bitcoin. And they're doing it at scale. See you in the next clip.